Alright, so my Darksaber video from yesterday, I was told the font was a little too loud, so couldn't hear me talking, so I'm going to talk a little louder. This isn't the best camera, so I apologize, but hopefully this is louder. And I also lowered the fonts, the volume on my saber. So Jesse made a great Darksaber font, but it was really loud, so kind of messed some, y'all couldn't hear me so great. So this is, I've actually made a second version too. Somebody asked about an indigo version, so I made a secondary version. But so this is the Darksaber style. This will be for ProffieOS 4, so it's designed for OS 4, so it'll be with the responsive effects. But the first version is based off of the appearance in the Mandalorian, so I copied that particular effect. So there's kind of a flicker throughout, but there's actually a running effect that runs along it. It's not quite unstable, so it's not the same as the unstable effect. This is a very bright blade, so I'm hoping the camera doesn't wash the effect out. But this is the Darksaber style. So there is a running effect that'll run along the length of the blade. And then this does also feature swing speed, so it'll get a little quicker run, and it'll get a little brighter the faster you swing it. And then in addition to that, this obviously has all of the responsive effects. It's got the responsive blast, so instead of blast being randomized, blast is now going to be based on the angle of your blade. So it'll move as you change the blade angle. Same with clash. So that clash effect is now based on that. And then the lockup, the localized lockup is based on the clash location, which is based on blade angle. So now when you do the localized lockup, as you move that blade defensively, it'll move down, and as you move it offensively, it'll move up. We also get the new lightning block, and that will allow you to focus the lightning by turning it, or intensify or decrease the intensity by turning your hilt, and then focus it by bringing that blade up. And then there is also the new melt feature, so we see it at the end of the Mandalorian. So this is the new melt. So it'll go from a red to an orange yellow just by turning your hilt. It also increases in size. And then lastly, there's a responsive drag, so the area of the drag will change based on the angle of your hilt, based on turning your hilt, So as you turn your hilt, it'll increase or decrease that area. So that's this is going to be the first version, so this would be what I call the live action version. And then I'll show you the second version. So this version has a little bit more of a purple hue to it, indigo hue. So it's almost the same effect, but there is a little bit of a it gets away from the silver a little more into the indigo purple realm, but the exact same effect. So this one I'll call the animated series, although the animated series was white, but just for differentiation when I do build a library. But it's got all the same effects and everything, but this one is going to have just a little bit of an indigo hue to it. So again, the camera washes out some of these colors. Particularly the effect is really noticeable in person, but even in yesterday's video it did wash out a little. But there is, if you watch it, there's a running effect that essentially traces along the blade, and it's not quite unstable. It's almost like a kind of a, I use a brown noise mixed with a few other flickers, but it's kind of like a stepping flicker. So hopefully you'll enjoy.